this matchup. It's the Cauldron Mirror.
Cauldron
Alrighty, looks like
Mirror
they're
in
just
game
getting
3.
started. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, they're resolving mulligans. So is it 5 cards from both players?
Yeah. Yowza.
Wow, this is going to be a different type of game with 5 cards instead of 7.
It's going to be a lot slower, that's for sure. So let's see which top of the deck likes which player more. As we see a Spell Pierce there on Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Fear of missing out. Chuck a land.
Oh, good point. That is Spell Pierce. I thought it was Annul, which Annul is a much more like sort of straightforward sideboard card. I understand why that's good and why I would definitely bring it in the mirror match. Spell Pierce is more is less obvious to me because a lot of the deck is creatures. Sometimes, you're harmonizing Winter Night Stories on a turn where you have tons of other mana untapped. But there, it was just perfect for Spencer, able to like flip the script, kind of like hijack being on the play by countering your opponent's 2-drop and then resolving your own.
You hate to get Spell Pierced, but your opponent's got it on their sideboard. You got to expect it. So Josh doing his best to rebuild.
And Josh is so funny, like mulligan to 5 and just find 3 redundant copies of the legendary Soul Cauldron in your top, 7 or 8 cards.
Holy moly. I doubt he kept a hand with 3 in them. So we got a couple Torch the Towers in hand here for Spencer. Prophet's Eidetic Memory as well as a Fear of Missing Out to get the damage flowing. First things first, though, let's kill the opposing Fear of Missing Out? Question mark.
Well, you'd have to sacrifice some material in order to do that, which is totally possible. You're allowed to do that. Prophet's Eidetic Memory, I guess, already did its job drawing a card when it came down.
Yeah. Get to scry as well if you do bargain it. And in for some damage here. Agatha Soul Cauldron, just keeping some stuff out of the yard. The graveyard is relevant in this mirror matchup. As we see Quantum Riddler hit the board to try and find some lands here for Josh. Nice.
Riddler's a nice one in a mulligan game. Just really, really good low resource card.
Warped. Bye-bye, Quantum Riddler. Away he goes. So just our Mako on the board here for Josh. Down to 13 from the Fear of Missing Out. Down to 11, excuse me. And happily munching away on that graveyard. Some strange ingredients going into this soup.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, interestingly, I see that Spencer has VV in hand, but hesitant to deploy it because of that nightmare situation where the opponent could abrade it and then eat it with Soul Cauldron. That would be a very, unfortunate way to lose a game.
Tersa Light Shatter now, though, is going to apply some extra pressure. We do see consideration here to get rid of it, either via Into the Flood Bowl or Abrade, but both of these removal spells deployed to keep these creatures away from Spencer's life total. All right. So Spencer doing a good job of keeping the board nice and clear for him. Steamcore Scholar in hand. Another 3-drop comes to play, so let's... Okay, well, you don't want to chuck that.
Now he's VV flooded.
Yeah, and he has to chuck 2 other cards in, right?
And normally being flooded with redundant legendary creature would not be so bad in a deck that can draw and discard so much, but against the opposing Soul Cauldron,
that's rough.
It's dicey.
Not where you want to be. But on the plus side, Spencer is the aggressor at the moment with 2 creatures on the board. Josh doing his best to try and find something that sticks.
So I presume that was beginning of combat, exile your island to keep you off of Delirium.
Yeah, looks like that. Fear of Missing Out, a great card to enable Delirium because it is an enchantment and a creature.
Oh boy.
Big birdie.
The honest way.
Can Spencer kill this bird? Let's find out. Nope. Yeah, nope. Tapping 3. Hi, Vivi. And just passing. Not happy to attack into the big ol' Sphinx on the other side of the battlefield, so now exiling some creatures to give the counters to the Riddler. Importantly, though, no activated abilities in the graveyard, so... Here comes the Mako. And another Riddler. Oh, we're drawing 3 cards?
Holy cow. That's a way to unmulligan.
Bloody hell. Yeah, this is a pretty good card. Reed, play this in the modern thing you're going to be doing. Yeah?
It's possible.
It's tempting. That's nuts. There's a couple other cards in Standard. If you would draw one card, draw another one. Vinwixit or whatever his name is. He wouldn't ever live, but, you know.
Oh,
can draw
if you
some
have max
crazy
speed?
cards. Yeah, something along those lines. We're going to speed things up a little bit here to see the conclusion of this game. We got one match out in our 14th round. One more round to go after this, and we'll know who our top 8 is. That's super duper exciting. Spencer has not found a land. Well, he's chucked one, so I guess there's that. Hasn't found another one to deploy, though, so quite far behind, at least in terms of mana resources.
We'll mention this probably is a win and in for top 8. The winner of this game will be 12-2, likely able to draw the last round and just, you know, for sure guarantee a spot. So high stakes, and then whoever loses will have the opportunity to play the last round, be in the mix of players gunning for the 12-3 record, and we'll see.
Now the big old bird gets swinging, so in comes the Quantum Riddler. 5 damage to Spencer. Still no 4th land.
So Spencer's advantage here is that unanswered VV. Can he make something happen? Winter Night Stories, you know, starts triggering that to get extra mana, but no, he's kind of helpless against these giant flyers.
Yeah, 2 of them now. Josh just has all the resources available to him. 2 massive flyers. Got the Mako on the ground to protect against any attacks.
And credit where credit's due, like, Josh has correctly identified the strength of Quantum Riddler.
Good grief.
He has 3 in the main deck with the 4th in the sideboard. They're in after sideboarding in this explosive Izzet matchup. So he is, you know, that's not an obvious thing. Not every Izzet Cauldron player has that card in such large numbers.
Yeah.
But Josh has said, look, this card is busted. I want access to 4, and they're clearly serving him well.
Yeah, Quantum Riddler getting in there. Down to 10 goes Spencer, and things are getting real close here to being over. Josh Moscow firmly in the driver's seat. Can Spencer cobble anything together here? Hasn't found a 4th land. Really, really stuck on cards. What's he got? Prophetic Memory. Yeah, I don't know what you do in this situation besides duck and let those birds just kill you.
Well, the eidetic memory is a good start because that's a way to add 2 counters to VV and sort of re-up some mana. And again, if there's going to be a way for Spencer to win this game, it's going to involve the VV. All right, he's annulling. No, he's... Okay. So what happened here is Spencer cast Proph's Eidetic Memory, Josh cast Annul, Spencer annulled his own spell in order to further trigger VV, and then Josh cast into the Flood Maw on the VV. So now it's like we're in chump block mode with the Steam Core Scholar, and actually I think it's just going to be fully over here if a counter gets added to the other 4/6 Sphinx.
So much power here on Josh's side of the board. Quantum Riddler just taking it home here for Josh Moscow. Going to improve to 12-3. There's the handshake, and Josh Moscow looking